So today we're rebuilding the Twins. Holy cow, what an unexpected move. Carlos Correa? Are you serious? On a 3-year deal as well? There are opt-outs after season 1 and season 2, but it looks like the Twins mean business. So I do want to say I'm sorry if there is a little bit of echo in this video, like with the mic, you can kind of hear a little bit of echo. I had new floors installed in the office and I got to work on some of the acoustics. So yeah, I'm sorry. Just kind of work with me for the next couple videos. I should have it fixed sooner rather than later, but just kind of work with me. So let's get back into the video. I hope you do enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, in the comment section, let me know. Is this an exciting move? I love it. I love seeing teams shake it all up, get crazy. And it seems like the Twins are actually making moves to be competitive. You know, like I like those kind of moves, not just sign some random player and then don't do anything. I like this move by the Twins. All right, let's look at this team. I totally forgot that they traded for Sonny Gray as well. Pretty wild, pretty wild. So what I'm actually gonna do now, because the rumor is they're looking at getting Frankie Montas. Is he arbitration? Okay, so I'm gonna wait till arbitration gets through, and then Frankie Montas is gonna be a player that I'm gonna go after. And then I think if we look at it that way, we're gonna have Sonny Gray, Dylan Bundy. Dylan Bundy signed. Did he really? How long did Dylan Bundy sign for? I gotta take a look here. I guess for maybe another year. And then we have Maeda. Yeah, I feel like we probably still need at least one more pitcher. But then bullpen is definitely a big thing. And then offensively, I think we're okay. I mean, if you look at this team, this is actually a pretty decent offensive team. You just need the players to do well. And I know that's a big ask, but like that's a pretty good offensive team. So I'm gonna look here. I think getting not an offensive player, a bullpen arm would be great. Not a lot of good ones though, so I might hold off for now. And then I think we're gonna go with maybe like a little bench bat or something to, you know, maybe just help out the team. I don't really know who, but we'll find something. This might be one of those where we just kind of wait because I don't like any of these players. Trevor Story doesn't really seem like a possibility. I'm gonna leave it there. I think we're just gonna wait. I'll start the season and I'll show you what we get. All right, so I said I was going to go get Frankie Montas. This is how we're going to do it. Will Holland, Lewis Thorpe, and Matt Cantorino. There we go. There's our new pitcher in Montas. Okay, so I'm looking at this team right now. And yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I definitely would like to get something else going. I feel like we're missing something. We're missing something. And like Taylor Rogers was pretty bad last year. Brought in Amir Garrett on a 2-year club option. Royals didn't want him, and I can kind of see why after he was pretty bad last year, but we'll see what happens this season. Brought in Crichton. We have Duffy and Stashik, and then we have Balazovic up here. I don't know about Balazovic right now. We'll have to wait and see how things go, but like I still feel like we're like one pitcher away. Plus, bullpen definitely needs some help. And then we take a look at the lineup. Man, the bench is pretty bad. I did sign Michael Brosseau. He was sitting in free agency, and then obviously the lineup is the lineup. It looks really good. There is one thing I'm noticing about this squad, though. A lot of players are becoming free agents very, very soon. You've got Gary becoming a free agent. Taylor Rogers becomes a free agent. Frankie Montas, if acquired, would become a free agent in 2024. Sonny Gray becomes a free agent in 2023. Urshela, 2023. Bundy, 2023. Duffy, 2023. Sano, 2023. So are the Twins just kind of like, okay, we paid Correa a lot of money, and now we're gonna have a lot of money to reinvest come next year? Honestly, I might leave the team as is with what we have right now, see how it goes, and then if it goes well, we keep some of the players, kind of build from there. And if it doesn't really go as planned, then we can just spend a bunch of money in the offseason, bring in some crazy players, and go from there. So I'm gonna leave it like this. This is currently what our team's looking like. I think it's gonna perform pretty poorly just because franchise-wise or like sim-wise, these players just aren't gonna do well. But I definitely think this team's got potential for sure. You've got Royce Lewis, you've got Austin Martin, Nick Gordon, if he can figure things out too. I mean, there's some good young players coming up through the system. And then you've got pitching. I feel like we're missing some pitching. There is Simeon Woods Richardson. He's supposed to be hyped up, so there's that. But outside of that, I feel like we're missing something. We're really missing something. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it like I said. We're currently ranked 18th. I kind of want to see how this team does, and then we'll make our changes and our trades accordingly. See you guys at the deadline. All right, so at the deadline, let me show you where we're at. We are 2.5 games out of the Central. I don't know where we are for the wild card. 8. So it's probably best to try to win the Central. Okay, so with that in mind, we need, I think we need a little bit of offense. A little bit of offense. I think a first baseman would be great. Sano just isn't it. And I think we'll leave it there. I think a first baseman, if possible. Also, pitching. Wow, pitching is not going fantastic at all. Bullpen's okay. I called up Gott instead of Amir Garrett. Amir Garrett had like a 10 ERA, which is absolutely wild. And then I signed Eliezer Hernandez and then a couple other like Kevin McCarthy, those type of signings just to kind of fill out the roster a little bit more. Like I said, I definitely want pitching. I think that's kind of my main target here. Why are these new guys on the block? They just signed with their team. Even Schwarber, Winker, why are they on the block? So I'm gonna avoid those guys, but what I'm looking for is a reliever. Not a reliever, a starter. A starter. Where do we go? I would also like a first baseman, but let me see what starters I can find. Like John Means. He's not doing great, but we all know John Means is really good in franchise. And he would be, I kind of like that. A lot. I'm kind of selling myself on the whole John Means to Minnesota right now. I think I'm going to do it. I got to find this trade. Let me figure it out. Okay, and it actually works out. Eliezer Hernandez, I just signed him in free agency. I am going to trade Nick Gordon. Just with Austin Martin, the clutter of infielders that we already have, and then on top of that, who's the other one? Royce Lewis. I just feel like Nick Gordon could become expendable, and then Jake Cave for John Means. That is a big pickup for us. Now, who gets sent over? Maeda, maybe? Yeah, let's send Maeda for now. Lazovic is doing well, so I might kind of stick with this, kind of something like this, and then just kind of leave it. Have that extra pitcher. I think that might actually help us out a little bit. And then with this in mind, I definitely want to trade Sano. We have an extra guy. Oh, we actually have 26 guys. Oh, do I just try to trade Sano for something? Just some sort of first baseman. Just because we might be able to sign a first baseman. So even if someone has like a 1-year deal that's expiring here, I'd be down to pick that up. So let me kind of look around. Like even like a Colin Moran just gets on base. Do I need a lefty in the lineup though? No. And is Kirilloff going to play first base now? Let me think about this. All right, so I'm looking at his numbers from last year. Kirilloff kind of split outfield first base time. I'm trying to think of like who becomes a free agent, and there's a lot of outfielders that become free agents, and I'd be kind of tempted in signing an outfielder and then just moving Kirilloff to the infield. And I think it's a little bit easier to trade for an outfielder anyways, or just kind of trade for a guy that we could split time at first base. So with that in mind, I'm going to do that. It might just be like a backup first baseman. It might end up being a first baseman that is a starter going forward. Who knows? But I'm going to find something. There's got to be somebody out there. I'm going to trade for Josh Bell. It's not too much better than Miguel Sano, but it might work. All right, so with that in mind, I might actually just keep Kirilloff in the outfield. I was actually looking like at first baseman and outfielders. Like Kepler's okay, but like, is he the DH? I feel like. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, let's just like, yeah, let's kind of rock with what we've been doing, and we'll just let Josh Bell be the first baseman. He's got better contact too, and that's kind of what I was looking for. Just a guy that has a little bit better stats than what Sano's been putting up. So hopefully Josh Bell, who also becomes a free agent. So if things don't go great, we can just turn to some other guy in free agency. I'm going to leave it there. Those are the moves. Let's see how it pays off. Okay, so we finished season 88-74. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I expected. You know, 1 game difference between us and the White Sox. Okay. I like it. I'm looking at the rest of the standings, and I mean, I don't expect much. If we somehow end up being like a surprise team and we go all the way, then so be it. And like whoop-de-doo, we finish the rebuild and like right away. But I don't expect that. There's just no chance that we have a chance to compete with some of the other teams. I mean, like, you know, Mike Trout's there with the MVP, Castellanos with the Phillies, which I thought, if you look at the Phillies, what are they building? A BR team? Schwarber, Castellanos, you got Harper. Like, what, you got Hoskins? I mean, what's going on with that squad? Like, that's just not a lot of defense, but a lot of offensive potential there. So looking at the rest of the teams, or I guess the rest of the awards, I should say, before we get to the team, looking at our team. But let's see, what do we have going on here? It should just be the normal pitching squad. So Maeda, got one more year with him. I'm probably just gonna have him be like a bullpen type player. We'll see how it goes. Blazovic was decent. I expected a little bit better, kind of like how he was at the All-Star break, kind of that type, but he cooled off a little bit. Stashik was great. Duffy was good. Crichton was good. Barnes, why is Barnes here and not Gott? Gott was really good, so let's get Gott back into the team because we need that arm. So who do we have? Like Charlie Barnes? No, we're not having any of that. And okay, so let's get him back there. So Trevor Gott was a free agent pickup. I picked him up for one season, and I mean, he was solid. Dobnik was great, and so was Taylor Rogers. So overall, really happy with that. So I know some of you guys are probably like, why isn't Dobnik a starter? Because he's sometimes a starter. Well, you know what? I think he's just meant to be a bullpen arm. I think we got to limit those innings. We'll be fine. All right. John Means, really solid. Love to see it. We all know he's great. Montas, fantastic. Not great. Not gonna lie. Dylan Bundy turned it around second half of the season, and then Smeltzer as well. So I might even have Sonny Gray be our fourth for the postseason. All right, so Michael Brosseau got sent down. I can kind of see why. I understand why he did. I mean, our bench is a clear issue. Like you're kind of seeing some of these things. Austin Martin's potential went down, which is not what you want to see. But when you look at our offensive lineup, just our starters, you know, Arise is definitely a guy that's just gonna get on base. Like that's what I want him to do. Buxton is gonna be disappointing. That's just what he does in franchise. He's just not good. Correa, fantastic. Love to see it. Josh Bell, I guess it depends on how much he wants. If he wants like $7 million, I'd consider bringing him back. Polanco was great. Urshela was really good. Kirilloff, on base percentage, OPS, not terrible. So there's that. Larnick was really solid. And then Gary, 31 home runs. I'm not going to complain about that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the team. And now that we're going to go on to the postseason and take on the Angels, and wow, 12-2, not ideal. We're going to get eliminated by the Angels. And you know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. We actually made the postseason. The Red Sox defeat the Mets. Interesting. But yeah, I feel like we've got some money to play with now, like 127 mil. I'm gonna decline this option just because he didn't do well. Let's see, Tyler Duffy, how much do you want for a season? 5.5 mil. I think we could do that. 6 mil. Dylan Bundy, I'm gonna pass because I know Dylan Bundy, he's good for one season, and then after that, no good. So I'm gonna pass on Dylan Bundy. Josh Bell, how much do you want for like maybe like a 2-year club option type thing? Ooh, 11 mil for 2 years. I'm in. We can have him just be like a DH, something. We'll figure it out. But I think that's a deal. Sonny Gray can't want that much. 10 mil. I'm gonna hold off. Rogers, I want to bring back on a 2-year deal. I'll give him the 10 mil. That's perfectly fine. We can work with that. 2 years, 10 mil, and then Gary Sanchez. I mean, I feel like if he does well, why wouldn't they bring him back? You know, they just traded for him. I mean, it can't be that bad. And plus 30 home runs from the catcher spot. That's what you're looking for with Gary. So let's do that. We'll even give him. We'll make it 3. We'll sweeten it a little bit. We'll give him the player option. I would assume he will pick that up. I don't see why he wouldn't. And then now, let's see. Did anybody not take it? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Now I think our outfield set with Kirilloff, Larnick, and Buxton. Infield with the Rise, Correa, Polanco, and Urshela. Okay. I still think we need a little something. Muncy would be great. Joey Gallo would be solid too. Turner. Okay. Ketel Marte's there. Ooh, there's some good names. I definitely think pitching is pretty important too. You know, when you look at how much money we have, we're probably not going to have a lot of money. I'm expecting maybe just one big signing. And I think the right move is probably going with some pitching. You know, I think that's the right move. So let me get the contracts, the arbitration, the tendered contracts, and let's see how much money we actually have. All right, these are our offers. There we go. Muncy, Minaya, Willie Valdez. Willie Valdez is just a prospect. I saw him chilling there. We're gonna go for it. Josh Bell was good, but Max Muncy's better. I just feel like that's just the truth of the matter. So we're gonna rock with Max Muncy at first if we sign him, of course. That leaves us with about 20 mil. Probably not gonna look to sign much more. Maybe a pitcher if we can find another one. But I think Sean Manaea allowed us to get Muncy, so let's keep it kind of in that range and see if we get him. So Nola goes to the Red Sox. Interesting move. What else do we got going on here? Muncy goes to the Marlins. Well, that changes things now because I wanted the first baseman. So now do I go for an outfielder to take over for Kirilloff and then move Kirilloff to first, or do we just stick with Josh Bell? So Gallo's available, 29 home runs. We've got Judge. Why is Judge tanking? I mean, then Yankees fans would get to see Gary, Urshela, Correa, Judge all on the same team. There we go. We could do that. I mean, I think Ketel Marte is a little bit more realistic, and it does give us like a bona fide leadoff guy. But like, does Ketel Marte play right field? I think Judge kind of fits what we need a little bit more, and then I could move Kirilloff to first base. I think that makes a little bit more sense. He only wants, it says he wants 22. I'm definitely gonna give him more. I'm probably gonna bump it up closer to the 30 range, and then hopefully he signs it. I'm also gonna give him a player option so that he's cool with it. So player options in, and that hopefully does it. We've got our other two players that we wanted, so let's see what happens. There he is. Judge and Gallo back to the Rangers. The Red Sox get Ketel Marte and the Yankees get Trey Turner. So they finally get the shortstop they were after. And all these years later, they finally get who they kind of needed, which was the shortstop. So now I'm kind of looking at it going, we could use a little bit more pitching. I don't really like any of these pitchers though, so I might just leave it. I might just leave it and just say, you know what, let's make a trade for somebody. I feel like that might be the best move. So let's end the offseason here. Let's get to the next season. Okay, next season we're currently ranked 7th, which is actually pretty good. Pitching definitely an issue, but like, look at this offense: Correa, Judge, Polanco, Buxton, Urshela, Kirilloff, Larnick, and then of course Gary should probably be a little bit higher, huh? Maybe like right there. Josh Bell off the bench. He is facing lefties though. He's a DH versus lefties. And then I signed Aledmys Diaz. Bench is okay. And then when you take a look at the pitching, you've got Means, Montas, Minaya, Smeltzer, and Balazovic with Maeda here. I mean, we've got some really good young pitchers. Duran. I drafted this guy, Guzman. You've got Woods Richardson. And then I definitely think we'll need more pitching just to try to win immediately. But for right now, I'm really liking his pitching staff, so I'm gonna leave it as is. I think the moves that we made were solid. Mike Morin, I used him in the Rockies rebuild, I think it was, and he was really good, so I picked him up in the Rule 5 draft. That's really what I did. Outside of that, I feel like we've done pretty solid with our moves. Like, this is the team. I feel like we've kept it pretty Twins based, and I feel like this team could do some damage. I want to see how it is. You know what? Man, is Balazovic gonna be good enough to win this year? Yes, I think he would be. I do want a better pitcher though. I just think Kenta Maeda just isn't gonna cut it this year. So let me just find like a 1-year guy, because like I'm looking at Belazovic. I like him for the future. It's just right now I don't think he's good enough to be that guy to get us what we want. You know what I mean? Like trying to win right now this year, I don't think he's going to be good enough. So who could we go to instead? Luis Castillo? Who else? Who else is out there that we could get? This is tough because there are some names out there that I'd like definitely want to pick up. Maybe like a Trevor Rogers. Let's see how hard it is to trade for Trevor Rogers. I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty difficult. Yeah, it is pretty difficult. So I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm gonna keep seeing what other options I have, and then I'll show you what trade I make. Mark Contreras, Pablo Lopez, who I believe is someone that I drafted last year. And then Kenta Maeda are going to get us Luis Castillo of the Reds. I'm going to do that trade. And then we're going to throw him into the mix. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. I think, this is a good looking team. Yeah, I think that trade was what we needed. Yeah, that look at how much, I think we jumped up, 4 spots pitching was? Something like that? 3 or 4 spots? Yeah, this is the team now. All right, so division winners, 94 and 68. And we are going to be taking on the winner of the wild card, Toronto or Detroit. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like that. We're ranked second. Look at those ratings. You can't. How about now? There you go. You can see them. There they are. But yeah, I like seeing that for sure. That is big for us. And we're the best team in baseball. No, the Dodgers were. We were the 3rd best team based off of record. League leader, you can see Correa was unbelievable, which is good to see because, we paid him a lot of money, or the Twins paid him a lot of money. I'm not a Twins fan, so I shouldn't say we. I'm a Cubs fan. Anyways, what are we looking at here? A couple players towards the top for the charts and awards. A Gold Glove and a Hank Aaron Award. Correa finished second to Jordan. Dang. Okay. Still pretty good though. Castellanos back-to-back MVPs. Zach Wheeler and Syndergaard, who's now with the Royals. Really? Verdugo and Chris Taylor are your batting title winners. You got reliever of the year, Rich Rod, along with Nick Anderson. Taylor Rogers in the mix as well, which is lovely to see. Torkelson and Nick Decker. Really? Okay. Those are your rookies of the year. And now this is okay. Give me a sec. All right, pitching wise, Belazovic, I already know was bad. I was kind of hoping he was going to be good. He wasn't, and that's why I was a little worried about him. That's why I went out and picked up another starter. Joan Duran came up, pitched 20 innings, was pretty good. Stashik was good. Morton was good. McCarthy came up, pitched 4 innings, pretty solid, right? Dominic was solid, and then Trevor and Taylor Rogers was solid. Also, there were other pitchers that we had. Duffy wasn't good either. That's why we had to shuffle up the bullpen a little bit. Starters, honestly, a little disappointed. Like Means was good, Castillo was good, Montas was good, the Manaya was bad, and actually Smelser was a lot better. Okay, so actually they turned things around because at the All-Star break when I was considering making some trades, the only person that didn't have a 4 ERA was Frankie Montas. Everybody else was like 4 and above. So yeah, that's good to see. Everything turned around. Besides Sean Manaya, who I probably just make the 5th starter. Whoa, look at that. Okay, we have a spot open here. What was this? Left field. What happened? Who? Larnick got sent down. So then who got called up? Martin? But also, I had the extra pitcher. That makes sense. Okay, so now we'll send down Celestino for now. All right, so there we go. That makes a little bit more sense now. Josh Bell off the bench, also versus lefties, was, nah. Yeah, Max Kepler, yeah, bench just not ideal, right? Like the bench just wasn't good. We kind of knew that. Aledmus Diaz wasn't good. We kind of knew that was going to happen too. So Arise, less at bats, but Buxton, almost identical to last year. Maybe a little improvement. Correa was outstanding, 40 home runs. Judge turned it around from his previous 2 down years, which is good to see. The power numbers are a little low, but still good numbers for on-base percentage, average, all that stuff. Polanco. Ooh. Gary Sanchez, only 13 home runs. That's not good to see. Kirilloff with 18. A little bit of a quieter year than last year. Larnick, I could see why he was sent down. Urshela, okay. Power numbers just down as a whole for the team, I feel like. Besides like what, Polanco and Correa, everybody else was kind of like low. I feel like that's kind of a bummer. So let's see who we got going. The Blue Jays. Now this is a serious matchup. So with the Blue Jays, like, I'm a little worried. Why is our lineup's not set because of no DH. So I guess we'll just okay. And then Larnick needs to pop in here. I don't know if I like that spot for him. Maybe Kirilloff there, and then maybe like flip those two and go something like that. We lose, we win, we win. There we go. That's a big win for us. Okay, Sean Manaea definitely not pitching here. So let's move everything up a spot, and we are facing the Mariners. Ooh. All right, Mariners. What do we got going on for your lineup? Obviously Winker, Gurriel's new. A couple changes. Yeah, a couple changes for sure. No Kelnick. Is he on the team still? Let's go take a look. Is he on the squad? He is. He's in AAA. Really? Like, he kind of had a quiet year, but like still, really, no Kelnick. Anybody else? There's what? No. Oh, Suarez is in AAA. All right. I still have faith. I have faith in this team. This is okay. Not winning that game. Okay, Castillo. We're taking on the Brewers in the World Series. There we go. And the Brewers, Frankie Montas on the mound. What about Montas, Means, Castillo, Smeltzer, who's having an unbelievable postseason? That is our squad. We're taking on the Brewers, who I feel like probably have the same kind of lineup going. Angle's an interesting one. But yeah, that's a Brewers lineup if I've ever seen one. And then pitching wise, no Woodruff, but everybody else looks. Oh, there he is. I must have. Did I miss him? Either way, that's a Brewers lineup pitching staff besides Joe Ross. All right, looking at the playoff picture, there it is. There it is in all its glory. Milwaukee beat the Mets, then they beat the Dodgers in 7. We beat the Blue Jays, and then the Mariners in 7. This is a good series. We really need to get to this pitching. That's a good start. Even better start. No. Okay, one more game. We are facing Corbin Burns. This one's gonna be tough. This is gonna be a tough win. You know what I feel? Baby Blues. Baby Blues, bring it home to Minnesota. We're gonna have John Means on the mound. Yes, John Means is on the mound. That's what we're gonna do. Let's do it. Hit by pitch, not ideal. No. What is going on? What is going on? La Bamba squad. I need a reply. There it is. Jorge Polanco. Making it 3-3. Can we make it 4-3? All right. Let's go a little sack fly here. He struck out. That 4-3 ball game right there. That's all we needed. 4-3 ball game. We'd be looking good. We get out of that spot right there. Man. Urshela with the double makes it 4-3. So it is a 4-3 ball game. Just what I was looking for. And then we shut it down there. So I think that's what, 2 or 3 innings where they had runners in scoring position. We didn't allow a run. Correa makes it a 5-3 game. And now, if I can get through this inning with John Means, I'm feeling good. All right, perfect. We'll go to the bullpen from here on out. They go to the bullpen too. All right, what do we have? A bunch of righties coming up. Actually, a righty, a lefty, and a righty. Okay, still. Let's go Kevin McCarthy. Please. No. All right, he's got to come out. Morin. Another run scores, and then a runner was thrown out. So 5 runs score. Wow. Really? 1 run comes back. So we do have it within 2. At the 5 runs though, man, that is just tough. A single, a fly out, and then a fielder's choice. I mean, we'll keep Morin in. It comes down to this. They're going to bring in Josh Hader. Not ideally like the person I want. Not like I just don't want to see that person. I think a rise still gives us the best chance, and we go down 1-2-3. It comes down to this last game, game 7. So the baby blues didn't work. Let's go to red this time. Maybe that'll be it. We're gonna go Frankie Montas this time. Please shut it down. Shut it down. Bullpen, don't implode, I should say, as a run comes in from Milwaukee. Makes it 1-0 by Willie Adames, but it's 1 run. I still feel pretty good about it. Maybe should have gone for the sac fly there, but with runners on the corners, I feel like we should have been able to score, and of course we didn't. So still 1-0. I mean, we are facing Woodruff. It is a tough pitcher, but like, come on, we gotta do better, and we're not. Like, that's just how it is. We're just not doing it, and we're out of that situation. 6th inning, we only have 2 hits. I mean, they only have 2 hits too. One of them just happens to be a home run, a double for them, a fly out, a walk. We get out of it. We need to score here, guys. At least put some pressure on them, and we're not even doing that. We're gonna go to the bullpen. 2-0. I think that's it. I think that is our hopes over. I think it is. I mean, maybe a walk-off here. That'd be huge. We're probably gonna face Hader. A double. That's a good start. 1 runs in. A single. Gary Sanchez walk-off home run right here. Boom. Okay, it wasn't a walk-off home run, but it was a double. Gary Sanchez wins the World Series 3-2 to the Twins. They gave him a triple. A 2 RBI triple to end the game. Awards, what do we got? World Series MVP Aaron Judge, and the playoff MVP Aaron Judge. You could call them the Minnesota Yankees, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. I mean, there's a lot of Yankees on this team. Judge, Sanchez, Urshela. But, I mean, Carlos Correa, because the Yankees, you know, were full sent on them, or like 100% thought Correa was coming to the Yankees. But there it is. That's the team. It wasn't pretty. That last game was tough, man. Sean Manaea, for having a bad season, killed it in the postseason. Frankie Montas too was really good. Actually, besides Luis Castillo, everybody's good. Devin Smeltzer, outstanding. That's it. We're gonna round it up there. That is the Twins rebuild. We turned this team into just a killer squad. Not gonna have a lot of money moving forward. Probably like, yeah, 50-60 mil. But you know what? That's a good squad still. That's a really good team. Able to win it, able to bring them a championship. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, thumbs up down below. Of course, if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. And of course, in the comment section, drop those comments. What do you think of the offseason so far? Have you been enjoying spring training? Have you been watching any of those games? A couple big name free agents, Trevor Story being the biggest one still available. Let me know your comments down below, your thoughts, all that good stuff about baseball. Again, guys, if you can hear some echo, I'm sorry. I'm trying to sort it out. Should have it sorted out soon. Hopefully. Just hang with me for the next couple of videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.